So I did figure out the automatic way to fish. Fishing for lazy people. Our dragon, who is still not our pet yet, he's not friendly. This is why we have him in our little cage here. We're going to build him a better cage because this is what we're going to need for our automatic wither killing here coming up. But there is something in Actually Additions called a fishing net. A fishing net is for lazy people. That's what we're going to say. The fishing net is very easy to make. It's just take string and this empowered Emirati Crystal. This we haven't made. I haven't talked about the Empower. I haven't made it before, but I just made it now. The Empower is made from the redstonian crystals, which is just made by dropping redstone in front of the reconstructor. And then we need it to make over here the double battery, which is made from the single battery on top of one of these advanced coil. The single battery is made from the crystals again. The advanced coil is just made from a basic coil, which just makes those redstone crystals again, surrounded by some black quartz. So that's pretty self-explanatory if you just kind of follow through here. The double battery, you need another one of those advanced coils with a single battery surrounded by the Emirati crystals. I believe we have talked about the Emirati crystals. They're just iron dropped in front of the atomic reconstructor. So again, it's kind of just one of those patterns you have to follow through. Let's see what else. And the display stands. Now you actually need 5 of these display stands. 4 for the actual creation of the fishing net, or not the fishing net, the crystal, and then 1 that goes into this recipe for the Empower. The display stand is made from an advanced coil, 3 of the ethanic quartz, and 3 of the ethanic green blocks. They are just made by, if you take a block of quartz, drop it into the reconstructor, you get the ethanic. Oh my gosh, these words are hard today. The ethanic one, and the green one you actually get by using a chiseled quartz block. So you take that quartz block, so you put it in a chisel, drop that in front of the atomic reconstructor, and you get a green one. So after you get all those items made, I know guys that was really fast, but it actually is very easy. You just kind of have to work through it. You're going to set up your layout like this. So you have your Empower in the center, and 2 blocks away on each side you're going to have each one of these display stands. So let me hop back and look at this recipe. So you're going to need to have an Emirati Crystal. An Emirati Crystal, you take an emerald, drop it in front of the atomic reconstructor, you get your Emirati Crystal. Now we just need to empower it. The way we empower it, you put the Emirati Crystal in your center item here. So that just goes here in the center. You're going to need some grass. The best way to get grass, actually the only way I can think of to get grass in a sky block, is if you bone mill the grass blocks, and you'll get those grass items. Let's show you that real quick. I'm getting a little bit over, but there are just some things that, you know, some people don't know. You know, a lot of things I didn't know until I actually started doing it. So let me get some grass, and you're going to need some shears. Because if you just break the grass with your open hand, it just breaks. But if you actually use shears on grass, I'm a bone mill, you get the grass there. If I use shears, I actually get the grass block. So you need the grass. You're going to put that on one of the display stands. And come on. Here we go. So you put the grass on one of the display stands. You're going to put some lime dye, and you can get that. Slime balls and a sapling. So each one of these display stands is going to have one of those items. Once you have all the items that you need, and you set in the center your crystal, your Emirati Crystal, they're going to pretty much transform into an empowered Emirati Crystal. So you take that empowered Emirati Crystal, surround that by some string, and you get a fishing net. Now there is a trick to this fishing net. It has to be over a source block. So when you first click on it, I'm going to actually break it here for a second, just for effect. So when you first click on it, it's going to try to put it on the first open item that it sees. So of course it's going to try to put it down at their bottom. But it has to be on top of an open source block. So the way that I'm actually doing that, Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so the way that I actually do that, I'm going to grab this cobble here, set that down, and I'm going to set my fishing net down on top of it. And then I'm going to break the cobble. Oops, there we go. So I break the cobble right below it. We have our fishing net sitting on top of a source block. Now I've got this chest on top because what this chest is going to do is going to collect any of the items that come out of the fishing net. This is a very slow progression type item, but it's one of the reasons why, you know, you do it while you're lazy and you don't have to think about it anymore. It collects one item every 15 to 20 minutes. So that's a long time. And what I'm trying to get is raw fish, because that's what I need to feed my dragon. I want to thank my commenters, Nightwrath, who pointed that out. I think I knew it, but I was hoping it was going to be something easier. And I'm probably just going to actually have to fish to get the raw fish that I actually need, because I've been sitting here for about an hour and I've got raw bass, green heartfish, a water bottle, thanks very much, and raw carp, but no basic raw fish. But this pulls the same items you would normally get from fishing, just at a much slower rate, but it is automated. So if you're on a server, you can set this up and come back, you know, the next day, and you'll probably have a whole chest full of different fish there.